Hi, Taylor here for part two. Sorry about that. It's early in the morning. I haven't had my coffee and I accidentally hit stop instead of pause. So, rubbing alcohol. This is part two of the reveal of my resin projects. This is part two. Again, as I mentioned in the prior video, when you pull them out and these molds, for whatever reason, sometimes they still remain sticky. But the ink's going to remain sticky because it's ink and it takes longer to cure, so these will probably take about 3 or 4 days. And I'll clear coat and fill in those gaps. These were made with natural stones from the backyard. I'll probably add a little gold there, but I'll clear coat it and then you'll actually have the nice reveal. The nicer reveal, kind of like this one looks great because the mold is nice and smooth. These are rough. This one's matte, so I have to clear coat to truly reveal the beauty within. So there you go. So now I'll reveal the little, these I use, it's leftovers. So I just pour leftovers into these little pendant molds. And again, they're still flexible. Now they're stuck, and the ink is always stickier. And you can remove the ink with trusty old alcohol. So those look pretty nice. Still will probably not need as much of a clear coat. It looks like the iridescent I use because, like I said, it's leftovers. Peel, oh no, not again. Yeah, so the iridescence really clouded that one over, and this one was purely iridescent ink. So clear coating is not going to bring out any more detail. I was just leftovers. Now for the fun reel. You have stuck around for a minute and 50 seconds just for this, because these are epically cool, but I gotta get the goop off my hand. Alcohol in a spray bottle saves lives, saves hands and sanity. And when the ink or the resin is super duper fresh, you can do this easier. The less fresh it is, the more challenging it becomes. And this is about 9 hours in from pouring in, from walking away from the mold. See, rubbing alcohol also removes permanent ink, in case you didn't know that. A lot of people don't. I'm kind of not sure why not, especially if you have little ones, wee ones. Okay, we're going to scoot this out of the way because this stuff could fly. Put that on top of the mold. This one's fine-ish. Everything's out of the way. Can't you see? The light is not bright yet this morning. Oh, it's not ideal circumstances, but I couldn't wait. I got up and the first thing I did was pop out of bed and go, I must check my molds. It's so exciting. In terms of instant gratification, this is not it. In terms of letting go of the result, well, hey, yeah, another project. It's not quite as intense, the letting go of these, I don't think, as it is for pouring. Whoa! Ta-da! Looks like it will have some nice detail. Not a lot of detail. I tried not to overdo the white, plus I'm running out. I wanted to see how much I could get the color to move. My other marbles came out fabulous, wonderful, incredible. I still like the design that's coming out here. If you can get that to focus. As I said, I used a lot less white than my other marbles, but still I think we're getting some really cool effects in there. Effects with an E, by the way. So when I clear coat that, that'll look really awesome. It'll take a couple days to cure. These look so cool. So you've got beauty on both sides when you're working in this medium. It's not like only one side is pretty. Ta-da! Now that one's going to be really awesome. You can kind of see the detailing and the swirling. For whatever reason, when I drop the ink in, it goes down to the sides and it swirls around, but I get a lot of puddling of the ink here, which is kind of a little frustrating. Now, I didn't know the bright pink would drop that much. I don't really like that. I like to kind of keep them like little worlds, but this is one of the better ones, so I can't complain. Ta-da! The big reveal. The big reveal focusing, I don't know. Ooh, this one's going to be really cool. Check that one out. Now, the irony and the fun thing is that I did the exact same thing to each compartment when I actually did the pour. So they all have the exact same amount and colors in them. And they all come out completely different, kind of like DNA. That's why when you clone something, it will never be an exact replica. See, very cool. What's that? I dropped something in there? We'll find out later. It's gonna be a good one. So I got 8 done this time. It's super cool. But they're textured in a ribbed pattern for the chocolate, I guess. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. Yawning or hiccuping or something, I'm not sure which. So looking good. See, these I think lend themselves to so much more visual interest, and I'd like to use them kind of for meditation, kind of like when you were a kid, if you looked in a puddle or you looked in something, you just kind of got mesmerized by the interior world that is. And I could use this as a pendant, but that's, yes, try to maximize and optimize your stuff. That one will be interesting as well. I mean, it's hard to not have an uninteresting one with these. Oops, it rolls away. It's running away. So these are going to come out really cool, and I didn't overuse the white. But the white, I think, is what pushes things down. So you'll put a color, put white, but at some point the white gets so heavy it'll like just blob all over there. So there you go, big reveal. All my projects. I like to do stones. I had some really big stones I did, but the mold was improper for the application. We'll leave it at that. And now I can just peel all the stuff off here. Any extras I can trim. I'll let the ink side, which is pretty deep, you'll notice, I'll let that cure before I do the clear coat over them. This I'll be trimming before I tape it to the back of a soup spoon to make a nice little ring tray. See, it'll come out like that. It'll be cute. It'll be wonderful. It'll be awesome. Again, the ink is a problem. Well, actually, I can tape over the ink and it's not a problem, but it's stickier than the resin. Okay, thank you for dropping by for that 10-15 minutes of time between part 1 and part 2. You go have yourself a great day. Try something new, try something fun. Go make life better. Live, love, matter, as Brendan Burchard would say. See, I'm mesmerized. Bye.